What seemed like a simple escape room quickly turned into a heart-pounding fight for survival. Out of the 6 participants, only 2 managed to make it out alive. As the group gathered and no one came to greet them, Mike was about to go outside to ask about it when the door handle was suddenly yanked off. Everyone stood frozen, unsure of what to do. Jack quickly realized that this must be the escape room they were supposed to get out of. He also noticed a dial on the door handle that resembled an oven's temperature gauge, which might be the key to the password lock. Usually, the clues are hidden somewhere within the room, so the group immediately began searching for any hints. David soon found a screwdriver inside a book, but the book's cover had the number 451 on it, catching Zoe's attention. At that moment, David realized that this could be the code to open the door. He twisted the dial, but to his surprise, the door didn't open. Instead, several heat lamps on the ceiling flickered on. Zoe repeatedly tried to turn the dial, but it was stuck and wouldn't budge. As the room temperature began to rise, they realized the gravity of the situation. In a panic, they asked the system for a hint, but all they heard was a robotic voice telling them to remain calm. With no way forward, Mike tried to smash the compartment with a fire extinguisher, only to find that it was made of plastic. At that point, all the heat lamps around the room turned on, and everyone began to panic. However, Zoe accidentally noticed a key on the handle. When the group eagerly opened the compartment, they found a mannequin sitting inside, but before they could react, the phone suddenly rang. William answered, and the voice on the other end simply told them to follow the game rules before hanging up. Before they could process this, the iron plates around the room began to rise, completely sealing the space. Panic set in. Jenny was so anxious that she couldn't breathe. The room had essentially become a massive oven, and with the temperature continuing to climb, they were powerless to stop it. Zoe tried to help calm Jenny by giving her a cup of water, and it was at that moment that Zoe noticed a clue on the wall. It read, "You can always use the coaster." Zoe immediately realized that there might be something hidden underneath the coaster. Sure enough, when she pressed it, a secret exit appeared on the wall, but the exit immediately shut when she let go. On the table, they discovered 6 identical coasters. When they all pressed the coasters at once, the exit opened completely. Excited, the group cheered, but William crawled through first to check the way. However, when he reached the end, he found the exit was locked behind an iron grid. They urgently needed a screwdriver, and fortunately, David's screwdriver from the book came in handy. The 2 of them managed to escape, but there was still Jenny to save. As the temperature inside continued to rise, it became clear that only 3 of them would make it out. Zoe had an idea, using the cup of water as a weight on the coaster to open the exit. But half a cup of water wasn't enough. Only when they filled the entire cup did the exit finally open. Inside the passage, Jenny was trembling. She had developed severe PTSD after a past war and was now struggling to cope. The group, hearing her distress, realized something was wrong and rushed to help. Zoe crawled into the passage to assist Jenny, leaving only Mike and David behind. Meanwhile, the temperature in the room continued to rise rapidly.